मंगलवार को ईरान ने इजराइल पे बड़ा हमला कर दिया और उसके बाद पूरी दुनिया की निगाह इस बात पे लगी है कि इजराइल कब जवाबी कार्रवाई करता है। इजराइल की तरफ से कहा भी गया है कि वो जल्द जवाबी कार्रवाई करेगा। और इन तमाम मुद्दों पर बात करने के लिए हमारे साथ हैं भारत में इजराइल के राजदूत रेवन अजार साहब। वेलकम टू NDTV स्टूडियो मिस्टर अजार।
Namaste.
Welcome, sir.
So, my first question to you is that there was a sense in some quarters of Israel that Iran may not dare again to attack Israel after April attack, and in which in the retaliation of that attack, Israel targeted the center of the Iran and showed its strength. So, even then, now Iran has attacked Israel. What do you think? What was the immediate cause for this attack?
Well, it's difficult for me to analyze the decision making on the Iranian side, but I can tell you this. Too many times, terrorist groups and fanatics in the region have misunderstood our moderation and the fact that we act as a democracy to use the minimal quantity of force necessary. They are thinking that we are doing this because we are weak, and it's emboldening them to attack us even more. But we have shown in the last few weeks, as you well know, that we are capable of creating a lot of damage to our enemies. And they should learn, and whoever did not learn will learn the degree of our resolve to defend our country, to defend our people, and to restore stability and security in our region.
Excellency, बहुत दबाव था पहले, बहुत प्रेशर था ceasefire के लिए. Israel was under lots of pressure for ceasefire with Hamas, but even now we are seeing that there are some countries which are calling for restraint and calling for restraint from Israeli side. So, do you think Israel is under lots of pressure about not retaliating?
Well, you are right that usually countries do not want the situation to escalate. By the way, Israel didn't want the situation to escalate. We were concentrated since the 7th of October, when we were atrociously attacked by these beasts from Hamas that came into our country to rape our women, to burn our babies. We were concentrating in neutralizing the Hamas threat, and we wanted this conflict to be confined to the Gaza Strip. But guess what? Nasrallah decided to attack us completely unprovoked way. And we waited for 11 months before we escalated our retaliation. We gave a chance for peace. We gave a chance for negotiation. The only thing that we want is to implement the UN Security Council Resolution 1701 and 1559 that states very clearly that the Hezbollah forces have to withdraw from our border area. That's all. They refused. They thought that we are weak and that they can impose their agenda on us. They were wrong. Hamas was wrong. Hezbollah was wrong. And Iran is wrong. The regime of Iran is wrong if they believe that we are not capable of retaliating.
But there has been a constant demand for the ceasefire, and it is also said that Israel didn't go for it because it is having its own agenda, and that's why a lot of attack came from the Hezbollah side, and then you attacked the Hezbollah chief and killed him. So Iran is accusing Israel that it's Israel who dragging Iran into the war.
Well, Israel didn't declare that it wants to destroy Iran. It's the opposite. The Iranian regime has declared several times it's sworn to destroy the state of Israel. They put a clock in Tehran counting the time until Israel will be destroyed. They've been financing all these proxies around us, trying to choke us, to create a ring of fire around Israel, supporting with billions of dollars they have taken from their own people that are urging for water, for electricity, for heat in the winter. They don't have it. Why? Because the Iranian regime is taking this money, giving it to terrorist organizations to attack the state of Israel. So they are the last ones that can lecture us. They have already twice attacked Israel with unprecedented barrages of ballistic missiles, drones. And you know, each missile like that, of the 181 that were fired at Israel yesterday, carries a payload of 700 to 1,000 kilograms that is capable of destroying an entire building. Thank God we have the best defense system in the world. And we have managed, together with our partners, together with the United States, to whom we are very thankful, and our Arab neighbors, we've been able to sustain this barrage. We will continue to defend ourselves, and the Iranians will learn. Not the Iranian people. The Iranian people actually don't hate Israel. The Iranian regime will learn that you don't attack the state of Israel and go without paying.
Excellency, there is lots of talk about dirty bombs of Iran. कहा गया है कि ईरान के पास बम है, किसी को पता नहीं है. No one knows what they do have. Is Israel even a bit worried about these bombs?
Well, you know, we've been investing a lot of resources to gather intelligence about the capabilities of Iran, because we know what they are their intentions. And thankfully, we've seen in the last few weeks how they are penetrated. Now they know that as well. And that's why they've been creating this facade of victory, which everybody understands is completely fake. They are trying to mislead the Iranian people. We know what they have. We know how to deal with it. Danger is still there because they have a lot of capabilities. They have accumulated a lot of technologies, a lot of capabilities, and they are capable of attacking the state of Israel. But we have conviction. We have the resolve to defend ourselves, and we will continue to defend ourselves. We will not be subject to this situation in which Iran can, whenever they decide, attack the state of Israel in a completely unprovoked way.
So as you are facing seven-front war, and my question is that what is your confidence? Why you think that you are going to win? Is the confidence is coming from US?
No, this confidence is coming from our people, because our people are very strong. Because each and every soldier and each and every citizen in the state of Israel knows what will be our destiny if we don't defend ourselves. And therefore you have seen, since the 7th of October, a huge wave of energy, of voluntarism coming from our society, not just in the battling field, in helping each other, in supporting the families of the hostages, in supporting the wounded, in helping each other. This strength, together, combined with our capabilities, our technological prowess, the fact that we have the army of the people, and they know that this war was imposed on us. This is not something that we are doing because we want to conquer another country or anything like that. So we don't have any choice. We don't have anywhere else to go. And that's why we are so powerful. And the terrorists, they know that they have an alternative. They know that if they renounce this fanatical ideology, they can do peace. Because Israel has already made peace with many of our neighbors, with Egypt, with Jordan, with the UAE, with Bahrain, with Morocco, with Sudan. And we actually offered very generous offers to our Palestinian neighbors as well. We want them to rule themselves. But when your agenda is hijacked by this radicalism, by this attempt to destroy the other, you will never succeed. And therefore, they have to come back to their senses, the population, the needs of the population. These are the needs that have to come to the agenda. And we have to have leaders that will serve their people and not serve fantasies about creating caliphates and about destroying the West and destroying other parts of the Arab world, like you are having with the Iranians or with Hezbollah.
One final question from me, because you are fighting the war on so many fronts, so somehow has Israel been forced to push the hostages issue on a back burner, because there are lots of protests and lots of the families are coming forward and they are talking about hostages. So is Israel, it has been forced to push back the hostages issue?
the hostages will never be on the back burner. Every day, our security forces, our government are doing whatever they can in order to bring the hostages back. The challenge has been very difficult because what Hamas wants is to extort from the state of Israel a complete surrender in return of part of the hostages. This will never happen. We will not allow to rearm and regroup.
Right.
And therefore, that was the reason it was so difficult to reach even the first phase of the ceasefire that we have agreed in a path together with the President of the United States and the UN Security Council. The spokesperson of the White House has stated very clearly that Hamas bears the responsibility for this. We want to change the situation. We are going to put pressure on Hamas, to continue to put pressure, in order for that situation to change, in order to bring our hostages back home safely.
थैंक यू फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस। तो ये थे भारत में इजराइल के राजदूत जिन्होंने अपनी बात हमारे सामने रखी और ख़ास जोर इस बात पर दिया कि ये इजराइल नहीं ईरान है जिसने इजराइल को इस वॉर में खींचा है और इस वॉर को ज़्यादा बड़ा बनाने में जो है वो ईरान का हाथ है और इजराइल जो है अपनी तरफ से माकूल जवाब देगा।
और जूइश न्यू ईयर भी है तो रोश हाशना आपको मुबारक हो। उम्मीद करते हैं कि इजराइल गेट्स पीस एंड हैप्पीनेस वेरी सून। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you very much.